So for some context, so this is Dilek and me. We work at Google, and this is what our partnership looks like. So SocialHi5 today is a premier Google partner. What a premier Google partner means is that they are well certified in terms of managing other clients' businesses, which means they not only have a high amount of spend that they currently manage in terms of working as an agency, but they also implement a bunch of best practices which we have very high industry standards on, and then B, they have a bunch of certifications as an agency. So in terms of an agency, in terms of account managers that they have with them, they have a bunch of people that are well certified in order to manage AdWords campaigns. So for us, we take our premier partnerships very seriously. We have a bunch of Google partners, but we only have a handful of Google Premier partners. So we make that distinction between a Google partner and a Google Premier partner. So some of the advantages that come with being a Google Premier partner is that you have first access to newer betas, you have the ability to host events like this, you have the ability to host webinars and trainings and things like that. We've also had a fantastic team of SocialHi5 come into Google Studio, and have the ability to record some of our brilliant videos together. We learn industry practices from them. We adopt those things in our case studies. We adopt those trends in our material. So it's great to have that partnership, and it's been amazing to work with SocialHi5 thus far. So that has been about our partnership. I'll give you a quick background on myself. So my name is Shell. I'm currently an agency development manager at Google. I've been at Google for, I would say, about 6 years now. So a bunch of different countries. I started out in Google India. I was then in Google Japan. And then I've been here for a little over 2 years. So throughout my time at Google, I've worked with agencies, I've worked with end clients, I've worked with new businesses, I've worked with one single large client, I've worked with many small clients. So a lot of global experience in order to understand what it takes to be successful online. So I work with Shankar and his team on new business development, on planning. We work together on case studies. We work together on new trainings for the team, new trainings for the industry. So a lot of higher level industrial partnership is what I help out with Shankar. With me, I also have Dilek from our team.
Hello everyone, my name is Dilek. And just a quick introduction myself. I have been working at Google for over 5 years. I've started in Dublin office. We have European headquarters in Dublin in Ireland. So around 3.5 years, I worked with direct AdWords clients for the EMEA region, for the emerging markets. And after that, 2 years ago, I moved to United States, to Mountain View office, to work with the publishers. And last 2 years, I worked with many publishers, mostly app developers in the North America on the publisher side. Especially, I was working on the product called AdMob, DFP, AdX, all those different product suites. And since January, I have been working at the agency side, on the buyer side, and I'm also helping Shankar and Ramkumar, SocialHi5 in terms of optimizations and account strategies. The main distinction between me and Shale already mentioned that he is working with new businesses and new business development. But I am working with the existing business growth. I am working with the existing clients and coming up with some customized strategies for those clients from optimization point, and based on their needs and based on their expectations. We are creating customized strategies for those clients, for these dental clients.
Awesome. So we talked about this. We talked about what it means to be a Google partner. We talked about what the Google Premier Badge entails. So the benchmark best practice that we talked about is called an Agency Health Index score. So we have a very high Agency Health Index score, and we take this very seriously before deciding which partner of ours is a Google partner versus which partner of ours becomes a Google Premier partner. So yes, we have SocialHi5, and SocialHi5 has us on their side for us to vouch for them in order to understand about their existing businesses, the kind of strategies, the kind of ROI that they have been able to showcase has been at par and significantly also higher than some of the industry standards that we've seen. Again, so what this means for SocialHi5 is they do have access to optimal performance. So as Dilek mentioned, Dilek is constantly partnering with SocialHi5 on a weekly basis. She's constantly in the accounts looking for new suggestions, optimization strategies, newer products to test, newer betas which could be a fit for some of the clients, as well as new solutions and things like that. We also give them access to newer betas, anything that comes out in the market which we think would be a good fit for the dental industry. We make sure that SocialHi5 has first access to that, as well as growth, which means things like trainings, things like developments, things like webinars, things like online hangout sessions to help educate the industry. We're on par with that, working with a premium dental marketing company like them. So with that, we'll hand it out to the SocialHi5 team to talk a little bit about their background.